Hello there, welcome back to RTF folks, aka Read the Freaking Manual. I'm Roberto Cruz, Control Systems Engineer, and today's episode 8 and chapter 8 of Studio 5000 Logix Emulate Controller Getting Results Guide Manual. So we are going to be RTFM in chapter 8. Before we start, just a quick welcome to any new viewers. For those of you guys who just landed here, we are an industrial automation operation technology channel. So we're going to be RTFN industrial, system control systems, user guide, user manuals, and showing them in a real life application, right? Obviously with real life examples. So please feel free to let us know in the comments if you are new to the channel. We're also setting up a link. We're leaving a link to the playlist somewhere in the screen. So please feel to check out all the previous content we've done so far. So this is the episode 8, like I said. So we are continuing on the same Getting Results Guide menu. So check out the playlist. Obviously, if you guys want to interact and engage in a conversation or drop off any ideas or ping us any ideas for future content, let us know. Your feedback is very important to us. So please feel free to access our Instagram page, which is right here. So at RTF_M. So you can always DM us. We'll get back to you guys from there. All right. And there's always some nice content on the Instagram page where we obviously notify you guys about new videos as well. So a quick recap. So basically, chapter 7, we went through how to connect RS Logix Studio Emulate 5000 Emulate into FactoryTalk View ME, Machine Additional HMI. So we're moving steadily down to the manual, so we're actually nearly over. So today's episode 8 is on the same subject, so we're still continuing. We're going to show you guys how to connect your PLC system, your emulated controller, to a FactoryTalk View Studio Machine Edition. So, but now we're going to use directly OPC server, right? So for those of you who are not familiar to OPC, OPC is a well-known protocol, right? So it stands for Open Platform Communications, OPC, but it used to be known as OLE for Process Control, which is OLE is basically, it stands for Object Linking and Embedding for Process Control. So this is basically a series of standards and specifications for industrial communication. So it's an industrial automation task force developed the original standard back in 1996 and under the name OLE for process control. So it's a widely known protocol. Nowadays, they've also, I'm aware there is a new protocol called OPC UA. UA stands for United Architecture. I'm sure we're gonna be making videos about OPC UE in the future. It's not something that I'm currently using, to be honest. It's not something that I'm familiar to. But obviously, I guess because obviously my background with OPC might just help me out, getting myself into the new protocol, right? For those of you guys who are familiar to OPC UE, please let us know in the comments. Let us know your experience. Is it an easy system? Obviously, I trust it's obviously a more modern, protocol for nowadays, especially with the IoT things coming up. So let us know, in the comments if any of you guys are familiar to OPC UE so far. All right, so that's the recap. So today, chapter 8, we are using OPC directly. It's very similar, actually, to be honest, RS Links Enterprise, which we covered on chapter 7. So both methods uses OPC communications, right? But I'm going to show you guys how you can actually configure a topic on RS Links Classic, which is going to act as an OPC server, right? So OPC basically allows you to talk to various manufacturers. So this is a widely protocol that can interact. You can actually interact. It can be a translator to a certain vendor, to another vendor, a certain manufacturer to another manufacturer. So you can actually have multiple, developers, right, talking to each other within using these. Is a well-known protocol into SCADA systems. All right. So without further ado, let's just dive into how to configure your emulate controller to a FactoryTalk View project using OPC. So let me just switch screens, so it's going to be easy for you guys to see. All right, so first thing we're going to do, here we go. We got our, we got our logic here, our code running from our previous video, right? So simple code, simple logic, where we've got a start and stop button, and now I've got a valve, which I called valve B. So first thing first is online. So we go to RS Links Classic, and we select configure new DDE OPC topic, right? Please check out the link. I'm gonna set up the link to the previous video, right, somewhere on the screen. So check out chapter 7, where we showed how to configure use RS Links Enterprise, and you can actually see the difference. All right. So first thing, as soon as you select a new DDE OPC topic, it just creates automatically naming it as your process. So let's just rename this by RTF OPC node. Right, okay, so we just press yes, and so you can check by clicking on it, on the actual topic, and you see as soon as you select, it highlights your controller, right? So we push down, and boom, we've already got our OPC connected, right? Sorry, our OPC link topic created. So now we bring our FactoryTalk View Studio. Don't worry too much about FactoryTalk View Studio. This is a target. This is obviously going to be another playlist in the near future. So we're definitely going to cover how to configure, how to program HMI using FactoryTalk View Studio. All right. So so now I'm just going to delete these, because obviously this is what we're going to be creating. For those of you who check out, those of you who are watch it, the previous video. So we set up the communications between those two systems, our emulated system and our FactoryTalk View Studio, using RS Links Enterprise through communication setup. So in order to use to set up the communications through OPC, we right click on our system project folder and then add new server and select OPC data server, right? Here we go. We got a few places that we're gonna have to configure. So OPC, I'm naming this as OPC server. Obviously, RS Links Classics is sitting on the host PC, so we're not gonna change that. OPC server, we're selecting RS Links OPC server, okay? And push OK, apply. Let's just go to advanced tab. We're not changing any of those, include extended information in the meantime. This is obviously, this is a subject for new video, right? So let's just go back to general, push OK, and we should now have our OPC server created, all right? So let's just go to server status. Here we go, primary status active means our OPC server is up and running. So how we can actually prove columns are correct now, are actually established. So let's just go and open up the screens that we've created in our previous video with a simple start and stop button. And I've just got a rectangle here to display as an output. It's going to act as an output. So just double click on the start button to access properties and connections, right? Let's just get rid of this and delete that. This is from the previous video. We select tag. Here we go, guys. This is what I wanted to show you. So if we refresh all folders, right, it brings up all those devices, right? So let me just show you, if we go to RS Links Classic and DDE OPC tab and open up topic configuration, here we go. So all those devices that have been added as a topic are obviously obviously visible within our project in the HMI. So this is just to illustrate how it works. So every topic you create on RS Links Classics as using OPC, it adds them up into your tag browser. So our topic is that obviously RTF OPC node. If you guys might recall, we've just created. To expand that, we've got either offline and online. So our project is currently online. Select online. And here we go. All the addresses that are sitting on the online project are obviously being, visible and selectable here on your right hand side. So we are going to select. This is the start button. We select start, push OK. We can do the same to access properties on the stop button. We can get rid of that as well. select tag, and this is going to be the stop button, push apply, and obviously our rectangle is an animation, so we're using color. We get rid of that as well, and this is going to be valve B. Oh, sorry, I messed up. I've messed up too quick, so go back to animation. We're not using fill, we're using color, so get rid of that. It's probably the same tag really, but just configure it correctly. Valve B, apply, close, and here we go. We can always testing by push the test button here, test display, and we should be live in a second, right? Here we go. If the output is off, it's configured to be red. If we push start, let's just clear the stop first, right? Push start, and hold on a minute, guys. My fault. So I actually got a routine here. Let me just drive these on. Sorry, my fault. Okay, here we go. So now we've got that routine calling, and let's just, so you can see that the stop is working, right? So as soon as I push start, voila, our output is now driven. So we've got output is turned on, push stop, it turns it off, you push start, it turns it back on. All right, so this is it. That's all for today's, folks. Chapter 8, Chapter 7, we covered them both chapters. They both are on how to connect your, emulated controller. In a real life, it's very similar. Your physical controller is going to sit in the same location within RS Links Classic. You can use either RS Links Enterprise and OPC directly. They're both OPC, which is obviously is just the method which is slightly different, all right? So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Just please, if you like the content, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you're really enjoying it. Likes, I very appreciate. Obviously, comments, ideas, just leave in the comments below. We've got a link to the actual menu, so you can check out the actual menu from Rocco website. You can download it and play with it. So make sure you ring the bell to get notified by our latest videos. And as I always say, keep always RTFM, folks. I'll see you guys next time.